Good afternoon, people. Can I say welcome to another video with PJT from Rate My Beer. As you've seen via the thumbnail, this one's just really a small comparison between the Heineken Blade and the new Philips Perfectdraft Black. The first thing, and the major difference, oh blimey, hold on, is £159 during Black Friday special, and this, the lowest I've seen this brand new on Beerwolf is 432. So there's quite a huge difference there. I mean, literally not far off 3 times the price. That's quite a lot in itself, because obviously there's still a cost of living crisis, and you know, funds are not great for a lot of people, which obviously I understand. I paid $179 for that with a keg, obviously before the Black Friday sale. But if you go back on the videos, you'll see the full one me and Michelle did of that. There's actually 2 parts because the video for some reason cut off. But as I say, the main thing is these two major differences. Still, although it can be hard, as you can see here, to clean. You both have to, you can change your dials, but you do need custom ones no matter what way you go about it. They're not just slotting like they do the Perfectdraft Pro. Perfectdraft Pro, in my opinion, is different level to both of them. But Perfectdraft Pro, of course, you're talking of the higher scale. I will do a Perfectdraft Pro with both of them at some point, but that's a different level. We're here to talk about these two, and for me, this machine is an absolute bargain, because obviously, as I said, a lot of people, it's tight for money, and if it's tight for money, you want to cut corners. So if you're cutting corners, that is a perfect machine. That is going to go into your house, in your kitchen cabinet. That is a huge beast. If you've got plenty of space, yeah, that could work for you. With pouring, I've always found the Perfectdraft to pour somewhat better. That's only my opinion. I find the blade sometimes too low. I mean, this is a build on from the original Philips. Now, the original Philips, don't get me wrong, it's great. A lot of people like the dial at the front there. Here, now you've got it up here, which is kind of like a traffic light system. Keg in, no keg, keg cooling, and then it's green when keg's ready. And it does as well give you a warning when it's running low. It starts to flash to tell you. I think that's when you're within the last couple of pints or something, which again is a great idea. Another major thing, if you look on Perfectdraft's website and you look on Blade's website, you literally have 3 times as many kegs for that as you do that. They're both doing deals at the moment, don't get me wrong, but there is a lot of difference with the Perfectdraft kegs to the Blade. There's so much more variety, so much more choices. Of course, none of them have got a temperature control. That sits at 3 degrees, and that, I believe, sits at 2 degrees. Another major thing, you can take, I'm not going to open it up, it's got a Stella loaded up in it. You can take out your keg, put it into the fridge, and swap halfway through. Obviously, they're both kind of, and that takes a little bit longer to get to temperature when you just turn it on. Always best with any machine, pre-chill your keg. That's a definite thing you should always do. But with this, you turn this machine on. As I found out last week, I've got a keg in the fridge. I turn the machine on, I load the keg in, and literally within 30 minutes, I've got my green light up here and I'm pouring a pint. You can't knock that, can you? This one is quick as well, I must admit. As long as one thing I find with a Blade, if you don't pre-chill the keg, which you shouldn't do, which you should do, obviously, it can, if you pour a few quick and you've just loaded it in, it's really cold at first, then the temperature starts to go up with the sensors and everything. That there has been problems for a lot of people. You should be a bit careful on that. So obviously, if you pre-chill first, you're always on a winner. But it's compact, you know, you're not fitting that under your kitchen cupboard, are you? No matter what you do. It's one of them. It is good here, the way you've got your dial showing, that's your temperature dial, and that's your dial showing how much beer you've got left. Well, as you can see, nearly 3/4 of a keg. There's a review going up today, actually. Saturday I'm doing this, the review of this. Wasn't a bad beer at all. Again, with the machines, it depends what you like. Personally, I can always say, well, I like this beer, so this beer is going to be different for me. I mean, every individual's different, and there's kind of no right and wrong. But the one huge difference, as I say, you can say, yeah, this is great build, this is that, is the price, as I say. And at 3 to 1, for me, almost that's a lot of difference. You know, you're getting a lot of kegs if you're buying that than you are that. You get 10.5 pints in that, just in case you don't know. You get 14 in that. And that can be, when that's high, that's quite heavy. If you're a female, obviously the little 6 litre rather than the 8 litres are always going to be easier. No matter what way you look at it, every aspect, it's going to be easier going into there. Your drip tray on this looks good, I think, with a matte black. It's your Blade drip tray. It is what it is, you know, it's a drip tray. Hopefully you're not spilling any beer, so your use of a drip tray is going to be very minimal, you know, and do clean them out. The same with your inside, and obviously each time you change, you're getting a totally different pipe, so your beer is always going to be clean. Your Perfectdraft one, I meant to bring one of the little things over, but I forgot to show you, but it's quite simple. You just click it in, it goes in there, it closes, it's a job done. As I say, I do find keeping this clean can be somewhat difficult at some point. Obviously you can buy things to go over it, we've done that before, if you want to make it look a bit more flash. You do have the light on there, which if you're in the dark and everything, it's gimmicky, it's good. You know, you can also take this off, and you can always be spaceman and mess about like a little child, as I do sometimes when I've had a few drinks. But yeah, as I say, overall, it's your own personal preference. For me, I'd choose this every day, because the simplicity of it. I will do this against the Pro. Obviously the Perfectdraft Pro, as I said, that is a higher level, but for me, if you're choosing these, if money's no objective, then yeah, if that's what you want, one of them. I mean, ideally, get both of them. But if you're on a tight budget, you want to pull a few beers at home, no matter what machine you've got here, you're going to get better than what you're getting out your supermarket. Well, 9 out of 10 times anyway. Always when you're pulling it through the keg, the draft beer experience with both of them, especially with the Blade in that respect as well, you do get beers from Austria that you're not going to get from your supermarket. Same still with some of the Perfectdraft ones, but you know, your Lambro Oktoberfest, your Left Blonde 6.6, and your Meteor White IPA, your Left Prestige, your Franciscana Royal. There is a big list there on that, but you know, it is what it is there. As I say, for me, for value for money, if you're choosing one, you're going Phillips Black all day long. I prefer it to the other one, so I will do another video at some point with the other Phillips in it. But for me, it's cheaper. It's got that more up-to-date look. That black looks good. I prefer the black to the chrome. Again, that's just my preference. Anyway, any questions on these two? Anything you want to know? Do leave a comment. And as always, I'll get back to you. What can I say? Thanks for watching and have a good weekend. Bonjour.